do 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 do. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week we're doing an update on our temperature snake. If you were watching back in January, instead of doing a temperature blanket for the year of 2026, I decided to do a temperature snake. This is him. He has not been named yet, I don't think. The last day that I did was March 9th. I've been working on this a little bit off camera, just so it doesn't get unmanageable, but I do want to give you guys kind of regular updates. And as you can see, we've had some crazy weather. So, just to reiterate for anyone who didn't watch the first episode, this is mostly yarn that I already had, so I'm just kind of organizing it by warmth and going with that. I'm not super concerned about the colors being consistent or anything like that. This is for me. This is a me project. I'm having fun doing it. In kind of later February, mostly, we started getting into the 70s, so that's what the yellow is. And we are starting with yellow today, I believe. The lowest it got for an average temperature is 40, so I have my 40 yarn. And then, no, 30. 30s. Wait, seriously? March 16th, 38 for the average. Okay, 30, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. I can also show you, because I went to Michael's recently, because it was starting to get a little warm. I think I had a day that was even, the high was like 96 here. I got my 80s, which is this orange, and my 90s, which is this red. I'm gonna do like a dark purple for temperatures over 100, but we're not close to that. That's not gonna happen until July here, so I'm not super worried about it. But there was one day that was in the 80s this week, so we are pulling this one too. And the website I'm using for this is just temperatureblanket.com. I put in my city where I live and then the dates I need. It isn't accurate until about a week afterwards, so today is April 3rd and I can only update until March 28th. That is, we are gonna do like 21 days, give or take. So yeah, the last day that I did was March 9th, which was in the 70s. So we're gonna do March 10th, which was also in the 70s. I do need to get my hook out, and I've just been using a basic 5mm hook for this. Nothing special. You know, he's kind of lumpy, but that's okay. And I am pretty much I've lost all my stitch markers, so I do use paper clips to keep track of where my rows start, because otherwise I will not know. Your guess will be better than mine. But yeah, I kind of decided that I want to do an update every 3 or so months. I think it's gonna really depend, but I feel like that's kind of a good landmark. That's, enough progress where it feels like I can do something substantial without, belaboring the point. Because I'm really excited about this temperature snake, and I do want to share it with you all. But I'm sure if I did one every single month, that would get really repetitive, and I wouldn't have a whole lot to show each month. So it's fine. We're just, we'll do it as we go. I have enjoyed this project so far. It's just fun to, be able to every now and then just do a couple of rows and then be done. And it's forcing me to be really patient and work on a project for a long time, which I don't usually do. All right, so that's the end of that row. Our next row is in the 50s, which is the wintergreen, I believe. Yep. So we have this one. I don't think I have given this guy a name. So if you guys have any name ideas for my snake, please let me know. You get dibs. Look at his face. Look at that cute little face. Let him speak to you. What do you guys think his name should be? I would love a very human sounding name. I love animals with very human sounding names. I knew a cat once named Kevin. Elite cat. My dog's name is Bear. My dog does not have a human name. But unfortunately we can't change his name because he looks like a bear. This, honestly, the snake is gonna end up being insane because the area where I live, I know that like everyone says this about where they live, but truly, I have lived a couple different places and the weather is not as unpredictable as it is where I live. Genuinely, when I went to college, first year or so that I lived there, if the forecast said it was going to rain, I would not wear a rain jacket and get surprised when it actually rained, because where I live currently, it's pretty much a guarantee if the forecast says it's going to rain that it's just not going to rain. This snake is going to be a work of art. Just absolute chaos. I love it when you change colors because then you don't have to use a stitch marker. You can just like see it. Imagine I say that and then I get lost on this row. You know, it's okay, I'm okay. So we've done 3 rows. We've done a yellow, we've done a light green, and we've done a darker green blue. I've done about from there, I think, up here. Maybe almost 10 rows, I'm not sure. We are going to stuff it real quick. I'm not stuffing this a whole lot because I want it to have bend to it. So I just do it every now and then, whenever the spirit moves me. Last row I did was the 50s. So now we're going to do a row of 60. This has really been all over the place. I've done like 1 row of 5 different colors. It is crazy. If you go back and watch the first video, I really was only working to like maybe here or so. So like working with that much was really, really easy and to hold and position and whatever. Now it's getting to the point like no, you can't see it, but I'm holding it here and the head is touching the seat of my chair. Like it is gonna get to the point where it's going to be on the ground. You know, we should measure it at the end of today to see how long it is so we can kind of guesstimate how long the final product is gonna be. Because I almost have all of March. So that'll be literally a quarter of the year. Okay, then we're gonna do 3 rows of 70 after this one. Gonna have to bring back the paper clips. So we're gonna do 3 rows of 70 and then our 80, our single row of 80. It's fun. I can't remember if I said this at the beginning of this video, but we are doing average temperature of each day. So I had some days this last month that ended up getting into the 90s temperature wise, but the average was in like the 70s. So that is what we put down. Doing this with chunky yarn is kind of a pain in the ass. Maybe I should have gone and gotten some just basic yellow. But you know what? It's more exciting if it's, scavenged. Just, a living record of just what I had available in the year of 2026. So let's be so real, I do not have the money to be doing all that. I'm trying to, so like, here's the thing. No matter what I do, even if I had all the perfect colors, there's no temperature blanket or snake in the world that is 100% visually appealing. Because that's not what they're meant to be. They're not meant to be pretty, they are meant to be records. So, like, even though he's kind of gangly, he's a record. It is, like, cool. So I'm trying not to worry too much, but, like, it does kind of bother me that this yarn is so much thicker than the others, because then it's all lumpy. Okay, that is row 1 of 70s. This is row 2. I'm curious how long this thing is going to be eventually. Like, I feel like it has to be crazy long. Just think if I'd done a scarf. I was really tempted to do a scarf, but I like the idea of a snake. Like, a snake is more fun. I don't even know where I got this yellow yarn, so I can't even tell you to stay away from it, but oh my god, it wants to unravel so badly. Have people done like a rain, like a precipitation blanket? I feel like that would be kind of interesting to do. Because this chart also has it has the high, it has the average, it has the low, and it has the rain and snow in inches. I'm sure you can change that, but and it has hours of sun. Like, that would all be interesting to dedicate a blanket or a snake just to that. I am curious, I did ask this last time, but Let me know if you're working on a temperature blanket for this year, or if you did one for 2025. Let me know how that went. Or if you're doing something different, you're doing a scarf or a snake, or maybe the books you've read. I've seen people do that. I've also seen people do like the granny square for each book that they read, and then making a blanket out of that. Or now we get to start the orange, guys. I wonder, I tried this with the green when in March, you can go back, I did some shamrock coasters, which I have been using, and they are working delightfully well. My mother found them very fun. Haha! I think I got a good center pull. Let's see. Yes. Look at that. Perfect. I could not get it on the green one for some reason. I feel like, you know how people say, like, if you are, like, in a hurry to print, that's when the printer doesn't work. Like, the printer can sense your hurry and desperation, and that's what makes it break. I feel like center pulls are the same way. Like, the yarn can tell when you're, like, when you really, really, really want it, and just will refuse to cooperate. Ah. Stop. I do like that orange. That is a nice orange. Here's my thing. Orange is my least favorite color. Could not tell you why. I just like every shade of orange is ugly to me. And I feel like that's really unfair to the color orange, just kind of in general. But I can't help the way I feel. And I think I literally said, like, I think I was at Michael's with my mother when I was getting this specific yarn. And I was looking at all of it, and she was like, what are you doing? Can I help you? And I think I literally said to her, I was like, I'm just having really a lot of trouble picking out an orange because I think they're all ugly. Sometimes I swear I forget how to tie knots. You know, that is our one orange of this update. Now we're back to our greens. It is crazy, like, looking kind of at the March section, despite how wrinkly it is, that there is a lot of yellow. A lot of yellow and a lot of yellow-green. Like, we've had a few cool days, but it's mostly 60s and 70s. Something you don't think about until you're, you know, crocheting it out, line by line. This is March 27th. So I think after this, I only have one more day. And then we are done for our update. It's crazy, I don't look at it for like a month. And it takes me an hour, I think. You know, it takes shorter if I updated it more regularly, but what can you do? That is the end of that. And then what is our last day? 50s. So that's this, right? Okay. Now the challenge is going to be, can I remember to put my note card back into the bag before I close everything up? Because I keep all the yarn for this project separate from my regular stash. I put it in a bag with the polyfill in my closet, and I only pull it out when I'm working on it. And I'm pretty sure every single time that I've updated the snake, when I've been packing stuff up, I've forgotten to put the note card back into the bag, and I have to go back for it. So that's going to be the test. Are we going to remember? Or will the pattern continue? I'm going to be curious what this is going to end up looking like. Because a lot of these yarns, I do not remember where I got them. A lot of them I got secondhand. So I'm just going to have to go to the store and find the best match. But you know, I feel like that like introduces some more just like fun into it. Like that is also a part of the record keeping. It's when did I run out of yarn? Genuinely, I cannot believe how much this has grown in like such a short time. Because again, we're only a quarter through. There we go. I think, let's see. I think we started here, so I think this is what we've done today. If only I could keep track of my paper clips. That would be fantastic. Also, since we were talking about the bag, this is the bag I keep it in. So we are going, okay, first, before I forget, I'm going to change. The note card has the last day I did, because I will forget. The last day I did is 3/28/26. So that has been updated. We're putting it in the bag. Success. And then I'm gonna put, it looks like it had a meal. So yeah, this is our snake so far. I got a friend, guys. I have a tape measure here. I'm gonna measure it real quick. We're gonna see how long the body is and do an estimate. So the body is about 22 inches. 22 times 4, is that 88? Yeah, 88. So does this even go to 88? It's gonna be longer than, I don't even know if the camera can see. It's gonna be longer than my wingspan, because that's about 60. It's gonna be 20 inches longer than that. So Buddy Boy is gonna be long. Well, that is all I have. I just wanted to do an update of my snake. We are gonna get updates, I guess. Unless there's demand for it, I think the next one will be early July, probably, so we can see kind of the halfway point of the snake. But if I do any more, like just kind of week in the life, day in the life vlogs, I did one in February where I updated the snake a little bit. If I do anything like that, I'll show the snake, so you can keep an eye out for it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. You can also like this video, leave a comment. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you think about my snake. Let me know if you have any names. I'm kind of feeling George, honestly, but I can't remember if I feel like I might have given him a name at some point. But I'm feeling George right now. If you want to see more of me, I also have a TikTok and a Fable where I occasionally post. I will have those in the description, and you're welcome to check them out. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Wednesday.